Hello, everyone, and welcome to Kernel of Wisdom's Mindfulness Meditation Tips. I'm Joelle, and today we're going to talk about mindful journaling. Journaling after a meditation helps you process and reflect on everything that came up while you were in the meditation so that you can actually learn from it. Essentially, it helps enhance the effects of the meditation. Today, I'm just going to walk through what a basic post-meditation reflection journal can look like so that if you're not already journaling after your meditations, you can start. The first question I get is, how often should I journal after meditating? So the first question I get all the time is, how often should I journal after meditating? And the answer is, it's amazing. So if you could do it every time, that would be awesome. But journaling does add time to your meditation, so if it's going to become so cumbersome that it's more of a deterrent than it is helpful, it's not worth doing every time. So I'd say if you can fit it in, I would do it 2 in every 5 meditations or 3 in every 5 meditations. The second question I get is, what kind of journal should I use? Okay, so you can always use the old school handwritten journal option, which is going to be awesome because you process things differently when you handwrite them than if you type them out. But digital journals are absolutely okay. So I personally like Penzu's journal, so penzu.com, because you can access them from anywhere. There's apps for it, so you can access them from your mobile devices. And on top of it, they have a lock. And that was really an important component for me because I have to feel like if I'm writing stuff in this journal, no one is ever going to read it. Because when you're doing the journaling, the idea is for you to tap into your innermost thoughts and feelings. And sometimes that involves the stuff that we don't necessarily want other people to know about us. So instead of censoring myself while I'm writing the journal, it's much easier for me to just have a lock and then I can write whatever I want. Okay, now the next question is, what do you journal about? Essentially, you're journaling about what you now know, what you learned out of the meditation. But with my students, I actually give them a template with a series of questions that they can walk through. So I'm going to give those to you here, and you can use them too if you like. First, I have students note the date and time that they meditated. This actually helps long term because you can see when results were effective, if it was in the morning or in the afternoon, or you can even see periods where you've been really on the journaling or times where you may have fallen off the wagon and start to track your behaviors a little bit. Next, we answer, how long was your meditation today? And this is basically just to help you track your progress and note any significant accomplishments in your meditations. So you can see that you started at meditating 10-15 minutes, and you worked up to 20 minutes, and you got to 30 minutes. And then that first time that you sit for a full hour, it becomes a big deal when you write it down. You're actually celebrating it a bit rather than just doing it and walking away without ever acknowledging it. The next question that we answer is, what meditations did you do today? And this is awesome for you to start seeing which meditations you're more attracted to, which ones tend to be most effective for you, especially depending on your intention. And it can also help you see if you're going back to the same meditations again and again. And if you want to change things up, it's a good way to track whether you're falling into routines or if you're keeping things interesting. Okay, so next we get into the learnings. So even if you skip all of that basic tracking stuff, this is the most important part. This is where you actually really process and reflect on what happened in the meditation. And we do that with the following questions. So the first is, what do you now know? Next is, what, if anything, may have surprised you? Then we answer, what do you bring forward into your life from this meditation? And finally is, what do you leave behind as a result of this experience? Finally, we answer a few questions to help round out the process of reflection and figure out how it's going to affect you in the immediate future. What is your intention for today? Or if you meditate before bed, what is your intention for tomorrow? The last one is a dedication of merit. So you actually dedicate all the work that you did from that meditation to somebody or a group of people. You say, I dedicate the merit of this work to, and then you pick somebody, and that's it. All in all, going through each of the questions, just put whatever bullets you think are relevant under each one, just to help you capture your thinking, and the whole thing should take you 10, maybe 15 minutes. And if it helps, these questions are also in the comment section below so that you can copy and paste them and start your first journal. Well, that's all I have today on mindful journaling. I hope that was helpful, and if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comment section. I am more than happy to help. And otherwise, I really hope that you love it. I find it makes a big difference. My students find that it makes a big difference. So it can be a really powerful tool. Otherwise, happy meditating.